back to Rise Up with Janeena Chan, where we share stories of real life people that inspire, strengthen, and empower each other and the community together. This is produced by the Chinoy Podcast Network, and I'm so happy to be back with our third episode, none other than, for those watching with video, kita naman na natin. Gracing us today is none other than a person that needs no introduction. Grabe, nana talaga. He's everywhere. We all know him. He is the one and only Tim Yap.
Hello,
Hi,
Janeena.
Tim.
Hi, and
So
hello
good
to
to,
all the people who are tuned into this
yeah,
podcast.
I love it. So good to reconnect with you. And you know what? We were thinking of guests for our first three episodes. It has to be amazing. And I was like, sino pa ba? Dapat si Tim. I mean, Tim, you're everywhere. And I've known you for quite some time now. And even nung hindi pa kita kilala, I've been looking up to you na talaga for everything that you've been doing. You've just been doing everything so excellently and making it look easy. Pero hindi. Diba? And I still don't know how you manage your time and all that. And still, you're able to evolve and adapt to the times no matter what. I mean, look at you. Still thriving despite this whole global crisis. So first up, hello, kamusta ka naman, Tim? How has life been this whole
Wow.
pandemic, global
Okay,
crisis?
okay naman, there are always many ways to look at the situation, but I always prefer to, look up. The pinaka common thing na lang na of waking up in the morning and you're alive. That's something to be excited
Mm-hmm.
about. I think from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, that's why my name is Tim Yap. TY stands for thank you. It stands for being grateful.
Aw.
You wake up that you're grateful that you have another day to maximize, and I've learned how to adapt. Kasi before, we were,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a good thing, to be ambitious, to be driven, to be goal oriented, but also you realize that you take things one day at a time. Let every day
Yes.
be worth it. Make sure you fill it up with things that make you happy, and
Mm-hmm.
then let that energy take you to the next day and the next day until natapos na pala yung taon.
I
Diba?
know. Grabe no, October na. I still can't
I know,
believe.
me also, but for me, there are a lot of people will always this 2020, but I'd like to give it a chance and really appreciate the things that we've learned inside. Kasi
Yes.
hindi lang naman remember, we come from St. Jude na every day parang 2020 din, 'di ba? So in our
Oh my God.
school, marami ring parusa, when in our world, uh, in a very Chinese, Filipino Chinese Catholic upbringing, it's all about
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice. It's all about what you're gonna do for your family and all that. So for some, it can be really punishing, and for
Mm-hmm.
some, when they are going through that journey, for them they don't want it. But then you realize that after the storm comes the rainbow, and you
Yeah.
realize so many things that it toughened you up, that all the cliche of diamond in the rough, that you have to
Mm-hmm.
go through several stages you have to go through the process in order to shine your brightest. So it's the same thing. We are being toughened up, we are
Mm-hmm.
being tested, challenged to be better and best versions of ourselves.
Amazing. I love that. Grabe, it's like I'm listening to a TED talk.
uh,
I love it. And that's so true, the whole diamond in the rough thing. Diamonds are made through extreme pressure. And that's, you yourself, you've gone through a lot of different things that have helped you grow and excel in the field you've chosen, in the many fields you've chosen, not just as a host and a talent, but you're also, diba, you also mount events and you, parang grabe, Tim. And you also join mga triathlons, lahat na, parang grabe, parang kung may work-life balance, ikaw yun nagagawa mo yun Pero parang, just looking at your stories day to day, and I'm like, wow, where does Tim get his energy? Well,
my
aside
dogs.
from like, from your
From all
dogs.
my
Yun pala
animals.
yung secret, guys. I also love your dogs. Grabe lahat na. But yeah, maybe you can just share to us where you get your energy and motivation from that keeps you going, because you never seem to run out of it.
I think first I realized how short life is. So
Yeah.
and maybe I don't know if I'm gonna have a long or short life. Maybe honestly I think short, because that's why
Wag
I'm
naman.
nagmamadali to do a lot of things. But then again,
Knock
even
on
if you
wood.
live to 100 years, you can say it's short. So
Yeah.
long or short is relative. Wink,
Mm.
wink. But
Ah,
but
wink, wink.
really, more than that, I feel that we have one life to live. So you maximize. It's like every corner of my house, I fill it up with stuff. But it's just my nature. Like kung binigyan mo ko ng I don't know, ng wall o ng page sa coloring book, pupunuin ko siya ng colors. That's just how I
Wow.
am.
I love it.
And
Mhm.
I think that's the energy stems from like that there's so much in life that I want to be able to do.
Yes.
Parang hindi yung ano gusto mo gawin? Wala. Ano gusto mo gawin?
Mm.
Lahat. Merong ganung
Yes.
factor. And they'll say, oh, jack of all trades, master of none. No, but it's okay. You can you can immerse yourself in different fields to maximize your right part of the brain, left part, front,
Mhm.
center, up, down, side, left, right, lahat na. It's okay because it's like you're given a space. And if you parang during the pandemic, we were able to make use every corner of our house. 'Di ba? Lalo na
Mhm.
ikaw sa TikTok mo, lahat nagamit mo
Oh my
na.
gosh,
'Di
oo nga
ba?
eh.
So,
Kilalang-kilala niya na yung kwarto ko.
'di ba, sa kwarto rin ba, sa
Oo.
balcony, sa bubong,
Yeah.
let's make use of it. So it's just that's just I think my nature. And I think
Aw.
it's or it can also be a no productive pandemic productivity. It's maybe the way I cope with
Mhm.
things. So
Mhm.
can or all of the above.
All of the above. I think that's it. Kasi with Tim, it's really, hindi siya, all or nothing, parang all and all. All and all. Walang option na nothing kay Tim, which is super saya. Grabe, guys. One thing with you kasi Tim, that I admire talaga and I look up to is you're so humble and you remember people's names talaga. Hindi siya yung humble na pakitang taong humble lang. Talagang humble siyang tao, guys. And nakakatuwa. We need more people like you. For you, where do you get that from? That anchor from? Would you attribute that to Chinese Filipino traits or where?
I think, yes, of course, upbringing, because I grew up in Binondo, walking the streets
Mm-hmm.
around from Elcano to Ongpin to Santa Cruz to Avenida.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes from St. Jude and Menjola, nilalakad ko pa uwi pagka weekend, pag feel ko
Yeah.
mag-ikot-ikot and to look at everything. I'm very close to the earth, and also parang I feel like this pandemic also.
Mm-hmm.
Same time last year, we won't be able to breathe sa dami ng events. So,
Yeah.
the pandemic took out that 101 things that we were doing. It was very humbling. And for me, it was, life teaches you a lot of things. But humility is knowing who you are, not thinking that you are better than anybody else, because we are here to learn from each other.
Yeah.
And I think I'm also, humility is something that makes me learn more. You
Mm-hmm.
get inspired more by knowing that everybody and everything can be an inspiration. Because people say, ay, ayoko na, wala akong gana, di naman ito nakaka-inspire. But you have to
Mm-hmm.
just open your eyes. And for you to be able to open your eyes and embrace the
Mm-hmm.
goodness, the beauty of the world and of other people, you need to be humble. You need to be
Yeah.
on the earth. If you're
Yeah.
lumilipad ka, hindi mo na nakita ang ganda pala ng sahig, ang ganda pala ng soil, ang ganda pala ng
I love
terrain
it.
ng bundok, ang sarap pala ng
Oo.
tubig. All
Mm-hmm.
those things you won't be able to, you know, embrace your senses. For you to be able
Aw.
to embrace your senses and appreciate what the world has to offer, you need to
Mhm.
be open and humble.
Yes, always open. And yeah, ang ganda ng attitude na ganyan. You're always open to new things, to new perspectives. Kaya ka forever young, Tim, di ba?
Hindi nga Peter Pan talaga in my mind. He's
Peter
my
Pan
one of my
talaga.
he's my like alter ego. And
Yeah.
when younger generations come and they go, oh, I know about you, huh? Oh, okay, nagugulat ako. Tapos parang lalo na pag sa mga in the showbiz circles, pag Pino ako, ha, ano po?
Mm.
Nagugulat ako kasi teka lang, magka-age tayo dito in my mind, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
I mean,
yeah.
because for me, it's a gift of no gap, no generation gap. Diba?
That's great. No generation gap for
Yeah,
Tim Yap. Siya ang
generation
ating newly
gap.
crowned, ano, di ba? Generation Yap, newly crowned
Yeah.
Mr. Chinatown, di ba? So funny.
Tama, ba't ako nag-relinquish ako ng title?
Ako rin, di ba? We were like,
Yeah,
Tim was
ikaw
like,
din.
reacted to my stories and wow, Yap.
Exactly.
Pag
Yeah.
nandun, and then na-realize ko, sa girls naman, nanalo Chan.
Tayo pala yun eh.
Di ba? Tayo pala
Diba?
yun eh, ano? But
Oo.
anyway, it's really great nga na you're able to relate to a lot of different generations. And I think that's also what's so charming about you, di ba? Mapa Jose Marie Chan or mapa,
Janina
ano ba?
Chan. Or
Wow,
Janina
yes,
Chan.
or Janeena Chan
Yeah.
or EDM or ano man yan. Parang kayang-kaya mo mag-adapt, and I think that's a good trait really to have, especially now. It's a great reminder for everyone, not just to adapt to the situation, but to many different people to learn from things good and bad. Kasi
Yeah.
diba? Ikaw
Another
naman.
example was
Yeah, go lang.
with Vicky Bello. My first friend talaga was Atom Hinares, her former husband. And we
Okay.
were like really close and we would go out every day, mga ganyan.
Mm.
And then Vicky said, who is this super good friend of yours, Tim Yap? I want to meet him. And then became Vicky. And then next it became Quark. And then it became
Mm.
Crystal. O ngayon si Scarlett na. O di ba? Sabi niya, well, every member of the family you are close to and you spend time with on a different
Yeah.
one-on-one on a different generation at a
Yeah.
different time. Yeah.
And you have a relationship with each and every one of them. Ang
Yeah,
galing.
exactly.
Mamaya susunod, ano na, you're mounting events na for, ano, Scarlett's
Kaya na
debut.
nga, kami na ni Scarlett, di ba, next, magbarkada.
Barkada, yun din. Ang saya-saya. Okay, pero for someone who's always, like, you seem always so happy and always on the go, what happens, like, do you ever have vulnerable times to wherein you feel down or wherein you felt overwhelmed, and how did you cope, or how do you cope with that?
When I am sad, I don't go out, because when I'm out, I want to spread joy,
Yeah.
happiness, excited about things, new things, new learnings, So when I'm home, that's when I am sad, I stay home and I stay in my own corner. I cocoon, but say I'm never home. But anyway, but during the pandemic, of course, we were forced to stay home. I remember
Mhm.
there was one people deal with sadness and grief in different ways, right?
Yeah.
I remember when my dad passed. On the first day, I cried. I was just there in the one corner, and I cried my heart out. The next day, when there were guests already, I was the one cracking jokes, serving food, etc.,
Hmm.
etc. The host side of us comes out. Um,
Yeah.
I feel my sadness. I know how to deal with it on my own.
Hmm.
I've become equipped to work on myself, to process if there are things that are bugging me. I'm also the type of person that if there's something bugging me, I'll go straight to the source and I'll confront it para mawala,
Hmm.
because I don't believe in excess baggage. I mean,
Yeah.
excess baggage when you travel, but in life you don't need excess baggage. So you
Yeah.
need to be able to, once it comes in your life and when you recognize that it is excess baggage, you have
Yeah.
to process and deal with it and take it out, lest you
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's true.
at the beginning of
Hmm.
the pandemic, I remember that when the Pope uh, was praying in an empty St. Peter's Basilica in a
Yeah.
St. Peter's Square, that's when I went to my room, knelt down, and just cried. I just
Mm.
super cried to it was my way of dealing with what's happening to the world.
Yeah.
I felt at first, no, kaya natin to. Hopeful we're gonna do this. And then sometimes you feel helpless. I feel
Hmm.
that my faith, personal faith
Hmm.
inside of me about how the world will always find a way. Uh,
Hmm.
my faith in God, my faith in
Hmm.
others
Hmm.
carried me through. Another time in another chat group, my friend Jess sent a link, and it was a link to Sarah Black's meditation
Mm, yeah.
practice. And when I was closing my eyes and doing some breathing and all of a sudden tears started flowing down my cheeks. So it was also like somehow we have a lot of pent up emotions, energy, and everything else. So we need to
Mm-hmm.
find ways na meron tayong release. Ibang tao
Yes.
nag-workout, ibang tao sumisigaw, ibang tao nagiging artistic, nagiging
Yeah.
productive. Ayun. So we need to release kasi ang daming energy na release eh. Once you look at social media, there's already
Mm-hmm.
so much energy there.
Yeah.
Anywhere, di ba? So it's an exchange. Once it enters you, you need to also be able to release. So there.
Mm-hmm.
So I deal with it with that because life is energy. It's an exchange of energy. So we need to be able to find ways to transform energies also. If it's negative, we transform it to positive.
That's really great. I love it. Grabe. Learning so much here. And I think just by transcribing everything you've said, we can already make a book and sell it.
Uh,
Diba?
for
Meron na tayong,
empowerment.
yeah, Rise Up, Chapter 1 to
Yeah.
7. Ang dami ng notes and
Oh,
pointers.
pero kanin, rise up, gano'n.
Rice up. Oh, speaking of rice and
Yes.
food, I understand that you also, dabbled into a new venture. I think that's one of the
Yes.
reasons, that's one of the channels wherein you've been channeling your energy.
Oh,
You have Walk with Yap. So tell us about that naman. Mag-plug na
Chinese
rin
kasi
tayo.
tayo
Mag-order
eh,
na nga tayo.
Chinese. Oh,
Mag-order na nga
kasi
tayo.
'di ba, when I was actually Walk with Yap was born before the pandemic. It was
Wow.
hatched before the
Okay.
pandemic. And then when we were about to launch, the pandemic happened. So instead of launching a food business, we launched a food drive for frontliners. So the food
Wow.
that was going to be sold supposedly went to uh, frontliners to 20 hospitals every day for the beginning of the ECQ. So we waited for a time when we could actually like launch it properly na. But and we further honed pa the concept. But it stems from my childhood watching TV, and
Mhm.
the only Chinese chef or the only Chinese background thing. Wala pang Chinoy TV noon. So I was watching Walk with Yan. It was a TV show of a Chinese chef, Stephen Yan, and
Mhm.
he was doing a cooking show. Hindi pa si Erwan. Pa, it was a cooking show wherein he was teaching people in their households to make food that they can serve at home. So when I
Easy.
was a
Yeah,
kid, I was
doable.
watching cartoons, Filipino movies via Piling Piling Pelikula, and
Mhm.
Walk with Yan. So,
Mm.
in the end, I told myself, wow, when I grow old, I will have a restaurant. It's going to be called Walk with Yap.
I
There.
love it.
So it's derivative of from no, it's from that show, and it stemmed from my childhood. A lot of things that I've done, even kuwari mga Saturday Fun Machine, all those things that kuwari party series, all of it stemmed.
Mhm.
I used a lot of elements from my childhood and and
Aw.
and made it into ventures. I made it into events, activities, and other things.
Ang galing. It's great na you're able to hold on to your past and kind of just celebrate it more by getting inspiration from it. So it's great, and it will always be a part of you, and it makes it even more special, no? Na parang full circle.
Yeah, and
And ang
also
galing.
when that happens, it's really coming from a hindi yung parang ay kasi na-google ko to ano o sikat to sa Spain, ginagawa to sa Japan, ginagawa sa to. Ako hindi galing to sa buhay ko.
Tama.
If I'm writing a story, that story stemmed from when I was in second grade. When I was there and I saw my teacher do this and my classmate did
Mhm.
that, ganon.
Yes.
Stems
It's
from a
uniquely
real life.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's uniquely yours. And that's why God gives us these instances in life. That's why we have our own life journey. It's so we can share that too and somehow make people's lives better, diba?
Yeah, wala tayong
And
peg.
yeah. Oh,
Diba?
dapat
Our peg
we're our own
is our own
pegs.
lives. Yeah.
Tama. Yeah, and just keep on being our best versions, diba? And speaking of best versions, I think one of the reasons why we're doing this podcast is really for people, the young generation as well, to learn from inspiring people like you, and just hearing
Like
from you.
us.
Yeah, thank you naman. Ang reigning title holders pala, no?
Mr. and Miss Chinatown.
Anyway, may parade pa tayo mamaya, Tim, ah.
Oo,
Kidding.
memorize ko buong Chinatown, nilalakad ko yun araw-araw.
saya. Okay, well, anyway, I want to ask you lang, because you are a man of so many accomplishments and success stories wherever you are in the world, be it here sa Pilipinas or abroad. You've been making waves talaga. Pero for you, what is the most, um, what is your proudest moment personally for you? Or when are you happiest? Maybe you
You
can answer
know,
both.
because I take it again. I said one day at a time. I'm not one person who's very congratulatory. Like wow, I will not exalt myself to high heavens or give myself a title because that's just not the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
And also, is there's so much to do that I don't know. I look back and I'm very grateful for all the people that have helped me. But like I don't have that particular that was my shining moment.
Okay.
Parang I don't have I don't want to say delusions of grandeur. Because for me it was just part of the accomplishment or work related. It was a
Mhm.
teamwork thing. Um, yeah.
And you always
So
do your best because
yeah,
that's
I
what
always
we're
do my
trained to
best.
do.
So yeah, because when I look back at my life and my career, there's a lot of highlights, pero hindi ko masabi ito yung pinaka-highlight. Kasi siguro
Mhm.
pag may buhay pa kasi ako eh. So, maybe when I'm in heaven looking back at my life. So for now, I can't pinpoint
Really.
a particular accomplishment. Like uh, some people say that getting married is an accomplishment. Some people would say that a particular event, but no, because everything leads up to your becoming becoming you. And so
Mhm.
yeah, wala akong maisip
Yeah.
eh. So you
It's
know what I
you.
mean?
I think
Yeah,
you're already yeah, it's
it's
a cumulative
yeah,
thing.
and
Okay.
we're still works in progress.
True. It's
Diba?
such a
Yeah.
great thing for you to say now. We're still works in progress. And speaking of which, maybe what's next for Tim Yap? You've already done so much. You're still doing a lot of things. Personally, may iba ka pa pang gustong gawin na hindi mo pa nagagawa.
Meron pa. I have marami pa. You know what one of my life mentors told me when I said, the things that I dreamt before when I was a kid, I sort of have checked them already. Like I have
Mm.
a friend, one time we were traveling and
Mm-hmm.
she looked at this, sabi niya, what is that notebook of yours? I go, oh, it's my dream and gold journal. Oh, can I see? I go, actually, I don't show this to anyone, but okay, sure, take a look. Then she's saying, oh my God, Tim, all of these have happened now. But those are things that are, right, this endorsement, this collaboration, t-shirt line, perfume line, all those things that I wanted before. Tapos,
Mm-hmm.
nagawa ko na pala siya. This was mga 2000 and mga 8 or mga ganon. So I go,
Mm-hmm.
oo nga, no? So, but siyempre at the time when you haven't done it yet, it seemed to be the biggest thing in your life. But once
Yeah.
you've done it na, okay, next.
What's next?
And
Yeah.
then what's next? You gotta dream new dreams. If
Yeah.
if you're young and you still have younger and you have a lot of things to dream, come on, continue, dream big. And then when you're
Mm-hmm.
older, don't forget you can dream. Don't stop dreaming. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean that you've fulfilled some things. That it means it's like end of the road. No, we're here not for a sprint. We're here
Mm-hmm.
for a marathon. A
Yes.
marathon is like never ending, and you have to enjoy the sights. You have to embrace the pagod, the puyat, the inis, the
Yeah.
heartaches, the headaches, and then you just continue and continue and don't stop living. And then when you look back, oh my God, 42 kilometers na pala ako.
Wow.
Hindi mo
Yeah.
naman notice, di ba?
I think that shines the man in your life and in the way you deal with life. I think that's na-feel namin yung energy na parang yung di mo, you're not, as you mentioned, you're not someone to exalt yourself. Pero I feel just being you is super, na-feel namin yung energy na, in a way, syempre, you're happy and proud with everything you've done so far and how you've touched people's lives. And sobrang evident yan in Tim Yap parties. Iba talaga. Iba talaga. And I think
Oh,
that's one
thank
of
you.
your magic tricks na talagang you're able to bring a community together, be it old normal or virtually, diba? In the new landscape of things.
Yeah.
Push pa rin tayo, diba? Grabe, Tim. The
Push pa
last
rin
time we saw
tayo.
each other was like nung isang event, diba? The one with ano pa, si Achi Marites Allen. Right?
Ah,
The actual
wow.
event,
So
diba?
that's
Na we,
that's
yeah,
Chinese New
that,
Year pa.
yeah, Chinese New Year
Diba?
pa. And then
Oo, oo.
virtually, we saw each other for this other beauty
True
event,
stars,
diba? Na
yes. Oh.
parang, but
But
you're still the same. Kapit
thank
pa rin,
you.
diba?
Again, we like change. Uh, we polish, pero we're essentially the same human beings. Our
Yes.
souls are the same, and I feel I'm also here to to connect people, image,
Mm.
thoughts, messages,
Mm-hmm.
and parang I want to be the glue that ties all of us together and
I do feel
makes
that.
us stronger, di ba? Kasi
Tim
kung
knows
mag-isa
everyone.
lang, okay naman, masaya naman din mag-isa, di ba? Pero knowing
Mm.
that kuwari for the people who are going through COVID, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Kung mag-isa ka lang, okay, if you are strong, if you are really made of steel and you have an inner spirit, okay, kaya mo tong malagpasan. Or even
Mm-hmm.
cancer patients, di ba?
Mm.
Pero kung alam mo pinagdadasal ka ng maraming tao, people are behind you, and prayers are invisible energy that lifts you up,
Mm-hmm.
that you can never underscore the importance of being together with a
Yes.
community, with a bigger an invisible force of people, of energy that lifts other people up, you
I
know.
love that. Perfect.
So
Perfectly
kaya,
said.
that's
Yeah.
why I really really like your energy also, because you
Mm.
know how to reach out, you know how to, again, I see you also and you talk to everyone the same way, from staff to star,
Mm.
because everybody's just a human being and we are all
That's
here
true.
to learn from each other, diba?
Yes, I love it. And also because Chica is life. I'm really madaldal.
Also,
Sometimes we
but
can't help it then eh.
yeah, but your chica is kasi there is chica and there's chica. Chica,
Yeah.
your chica is to be able to connect. Hindi yung
Yeah.
chica na
I love
parang
that.
kasi
May masabi lang.
oh bema
Yeah.
bema
May
oh,
machika. But it's true. And I
oh.
feel like that's what we're here on earth for. We're given the gift of connection and communication. And that's what I
Yeah.
love about this. So super thank you for accepting this right before we say goodbye. Alam mo, ang dami mo nang nasabi, Tim. It's so funny, I call you nga Tim, not even Ahya Tim. Kasi nga, you're Peter Pan eh. So okay na yan. So Timmy, diba? That's what I call you. Timmy, before we say goodbye, sobrang dami mo nang na-import na inspiring words. But for those naman na maybe just a few more pointers for those who are feeling lost naman. Kasi yun na nga, parang jack of all trades for other people and master of all. For other people,
Ah,
kahit isang trade lang, nahihirapan na sila. They don't know where to start. They're so confused. And up until now, a lot of people na siguro may families na, may mga anak na, parang feeling nila hindi pa rin ito yung calling nila. What is your tip for them to find your purpose and passion and live fully? Your life is so full. Maybe share to us how we can tap that.
you have to start with yourself. That's
Mhm.
why when you are asked to be introduced, when you are asked to talk about yourself, you start with I am, right?
Yes.
So everything starts with I am. You go
Mhm.
inside of yourself. And, just recently I went on a me time, alone,
Yeah.
quiet time trip. I went to Dakar. I went to Zamboanga del
Mhm.
Norte, alone, all alone. And I just
Wow.
wanted to commune with nature. I just wanted to be with a journal and find what my next steps would be. And now is a perfect time to do that. And it's
Mhm.
okay if you are lost. Part of what the pandemic is forcing us to do is to also embrace nothing. Aside from, we always want everything. And
Mhm.
sometimes within the quiet recesses of our mind, you say, it's okay. It's nice to see black, so you appreciate the white. And even when you're lost, remember, diba, when you're looking up at the stars, it's a night, it's a sky of black. And then you see the people, you see the stars that are shining. It's because, diba, they say that when the skies are darkest, it's when the stars shine the brightest. But
Mm-hmm.
also, uh, you have to find within yourself what is your passion, things that you love, what is your purpose, what you're here on earth for. You have to marry your vocation,
Yeah.
things that you would do for free and that you don't need to be paid for, and your profession, the things that you would do that you need, that you will be paid for. People will pay for that. You have to marry all four of that, and your mission. And your mission is
Mm-hmm.
what the world needs now. It's not
Mm-hmm.
easy, but who said life was? So it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time, get to know yourself, live life offline, not just online,
Yeah.
and really just be
Be in
honest,
the moment. Mm-hmm.
be in the moment. The moment is now. Now is present. Now reverse now is one, right?
Oh, I
So
like that.
yeah,
Okay.
so all of life is there to be celebrated.
Enjoyed. Yeah.
So yeah, you savor every minute, every second of
Every emotion.
everything and
Yeah.
nothing. It's also
True.
okay,
Yeah.
so, and take it one step at a time. You don't have
Okay.
to be a superstar overnight, you know
Yes.
I mean, kaya nga uso yung plantito-plantita kasi nakita nila na when you plant a seed, it doesn't grow overnight. So it's
Mm-hmm.
teaching us who are always in a hurry to
Yeah.
appreciate the slowness of growth, that you celebrate, wow, a new leaf, a
Mm.
baby leaf. Yeah, kasi we're always in a rush in that right now. Life has taught us to slow down and appreciate that there is beauty in everything.
Exactly. I love it. Tapos may ano, timer
Ay, may time
stops
off.
now. Parang
Kaya I
ano,
stop.
pageant
Kaya
pala
I stop.
siya.
Oh, tarang. Oh.
Pageant siya. At saka para akong nakinig ng graduation speech ng valedictorian. O, diba? Gusto mo yun ah. Pabagets ng pabagets. High
Oo.
school valedictorian na. Super accelerated. Grabe, Tim. Super love it. I mean, I've known you for all these years and yet you never fail to inspire me talaga. Sobrang thank you for your time, for your energy, for your infectious spirit. Keep on making us smile and laugh with everything you do. And I'm just so happy you said yes to this. Love you
Yes,
forever.
but also I'm so proud that somebody from our school has ventured out and is succeeding and is doing extremely well in the
Oh.
field that at first when I started out I had nobody else to, and now I'm seeing you guys, I'm seeing
Oh.
Camille and everybody else, and I cannot be prouder.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna cry now. Okay, well, thank you again. I said so many thank yous just because I am super grateful for this. Being able to reconnect with you too, aside from shooting this episode and sharing this knowledge to everyone else. I hope for all of our listeners, you were able to really take that all in and just keep on rewinding this. Ito na yung pakinggan nyo every night bago matulog. Wow!
Para
And
makatulog ka
yeah,
agad.
tama. Hello, you're doing well. Diba, Tim? Hello,
Yeah.
everything will be great. You're on the right track. Kapit lang, best. Okay. And guys, before we say goodbye, don't forget to leave us a review. This is how it's done pala, no, Timmy? Pag podcast, kailangan may review.
Oh, I
Kailangan
don't
ninyong
know mga
sadyain, guys,
podcast
ha?
eh.
Para naman,
I've been doing
ano,
other things. I haven't done a podcast yet.
yeah, well, this is like, it's been a hit, I think, like this whole platform. And I think people have been loving it because they learn something new. And yeah, I think it's a calming voice when you hear the stories of people, like genuinely hear it. It's like radio. But
Yeah.
we also have video in case you guys want to watch it on YouTube. Just look for us there. And yeah, super love this chica, this heart to heart conversation to me. And yeah, don't forget to leave us a great review. We'll see you on our community pages, online, offline, new normal. Kapit lang. We're here for you. Connect with us online. Anything more to plug to me before we say goodbye?
Just
Where can we
want to
find
let
you?
you know that I am here for you too. And
Oh, yeah.
anytime you need me, just call me, and I'm just here. There.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Oh, just hit me up live on Facebook Live,
Yes.
YouTube, all our social media channels. It's
Mhm.
all of us trying to reach out and make some sense of what is happening right now. So,
Mhm.
listen to everyone, support everyone who's doing it, because number one, it's not easy. It's a commitment. It's a discipline. We can just be like, out and about, or just stuck at
Mm-hmm.
home, not doing
Yeah.
anything. But we choose to do this because we want to
Yes.
share our thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
feelings, and inspirations, and we want all of us to become better after this.
Yes, and rise up
And
with
rise
Janeena
up.
Chan and Tim Yap. I love it. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time in our next episode. Thank you once again, Tim Yap, the one and only. I love you so much. Thank you for this episode, and we'll see you guys next time. God bless.
Thank you.
And then eventually I just figured out that, oh wait, I love posting my own styles as well. Of course, I can't just keep posting my own designs, so I also threw in my own OOTDs, even the ones that don't feature my own design.